Hey y'all, it's Miranda, and today I wanted to dive into something that I feel deeply about. The idea of doing things from love, not for love. It's such a simple shift in perspective, but it makes all the difference in how we move through life, how we form relationships, and ultimately, how we find peace within ourselves. When you create a life built on loving the world around you, everything feels a little bit lighter. It's like you're filling up the spaces in your life with something more meaningful, with purpose and with joy. I found that when I focus on acting from a place of love, whether that is how I treat my friends, my family, my work, or even how I take care of myself, it brings so much more happiness into the world. I think sometimes we get caught up in doing things because we want to earn love. We want to be liked, to be accepted, and to fit in. But here's the truth I've learned. You don't have to earn love. The people who are meant to be in your life will love you for who you are, not what you do for them. They'll love you because your heart, because of how you live, and because of the energy you bring into the world. And that's why it's so important to do things from love, not for love. When you're coming from a place of love, you're not looking for validation or approval. You're doing it because it feels right in your soul, because it's who you are. And you don't have to compromise on that. You don't have to twist yourself into someone else's expectations just to be loved. In fact, when you live from a place of love, the right people will naturally come into your life. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase it. Love, real love, is drawn to authenticity. When you show up as yourself unapologetically, you attract people who vibe with that energy. You create space for relationships that are built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine care. And let's be very, very real. Sometimes that means letting go of people who can't meet you there. Not everyone is going to understand or appreciate the way you love, and that is okay. That's not your job to fix them. Your job is to keep being true to yourself, to keep living from love, and trust that the right people will align with you, and the wrong people will just kind of float away. When you start living this way from a place of love, you stop needing to prove yourself to anyone. You start living in a way that feels free and that is that kind of real happiness that you deserve. It doesn't mean everything will be perfect, just like that last sentence. I stumbled just a tiny bit. But it does mean you'll be at peace with who you are and how you show up to the world. So take this moment and think about where in your life you might be doing things for love, where you're seeking approval or trying to meet someone else's expectations. And ask yourself, how can you shift that to doing things from love? How can you let go of the need for validation and just show up as you? Knowing that who you are is enough. Because, as always, you are always enough, babe. Always.